I could have just renamed How to Get Your Wife to Have Sex with You, read 50 Shades of Grey. Next time I'll do that. Thank you so much for being here and speaking with us tonight. The reason you have so many fans, myself included, not just as a sexuality professional, but as a woman and a mom, is that you have helped all of us ignite a passion that may have been hiding for a little bit and have given us the freedom to find our inner goddess again. So with that, you have 3 New York Times bestsellers, a parody on Saturday Night Live. Women are announcing their pregnancies are due to you.
I never touched them, honestly.
Of all that has transpired in the last few months, what has been the most surprising?
Well, this really. I mean, hello everybody. I'm completely gobsmacked by the reaction to these books. I had no idea that this is what I was going to let myself in for. I really didn't. I thought I'd just write this love story. It's a bit racy. And here I am in New York in front of hundreds of people. Really didn't figure on this at all. The reaction's been extraordinary, and I'm just so grateful. Thank you.
We love you! This book is racy. I mean, this book is racy. It is filled with some very good sex. But it has been, a very big cultural point of discussion and debate. Why do you think 50 Shades is such a lightning rod for discussion? Is it the sex? Is it the submission? What do you think is going on?
I wish I knew. I mean, what can I say? I think it's kind of a bit kinky and, in places. So I think I really don't get it. I don't understand it. I wrote this little love story and
it's amazing.
It's why? I don't know. I think for me, what it is it brings women together. That's what it does. People want to discuss the books. They want to do that. And I think the phenomenon has worked on a viral level. It's word of mouth. It's, have you read the book? People are talking about it that way. So I think that's what it's done, and that's what it's opened up. Yeah. I think that's probably what it is.
And I agree. I think the true phenomenon about 50 Shades of Grey is that it has gotten women, friends, sisters, mothers, partners talking in ways that they haven't before. So I think it's important because friendships are so important in this phenomenon. How have your friendships, new or old, changed as you've gone through this process?
Well, I have a bunch of very good friends, some here, and who I've met entirely online, and it's wonderful that they've been with me and following me and helping me in all of this. My real life friends at home are just stunned. I got a Facebook message on my real life Facebook which said, "You dark horse." They really had no idea I was doing this, so I haven't really spoken to a lot of them really. I've been hiding out writing, and I'm going to have to play some music when I go home. They just don't know about all of this at all. So that's going to be some interesting dinner party conversations.
And what about new friends? Who have you encountered on this journey?
I've encountered a lot of people. I have a whole bunch of women who are here.
Welcome.
Authors as well, independent authors who are amazing and wonderful and supportive, and we support each other in a group that we have. I've got a group of women who've been with me since the beginning of this thing, as we all know. So it's been nice to actually see them because they've been coming to see me as well. So it's really fun.
Well, friendships are definitely important to this, and also the sex is important. Yeah. So I have to know, as someone who's written 2 books about sex, and talks about sex a lot, I've been watching the videos and the interviews, and I know that you've written so much of this on the train. And I need to know how you write such good sex on public transportation.
This. So no one can see.
Is there, for those of us who don't necessarily write, or for those that do even, how do you get into the headspace to write such a very passionate and tumultuous love story?
Well, I just use my imagination really, and I get lost and miss my stop usually. Because of that. I listen to music. I listen to music to write everything, and I have a playlist, and I have my Let's Write Some Sex playlist. So I listen to songs over and over and over and over again, and you'd be quite surprised what those songs are, I can tell you. So, not what you think. And so yeah, that's what I do.
Okay, but you mentioned it, so now we have to know. Name one song that's on the Let's Write About Sex playlist.
Sex by the Black Eyed Peas.
Very nice. I wasn't expecting that.
It's a great rhythm, you know?
Black Eyed Peas. So we are here in New York, where clearly there is a wild reaction to 50 Shades of Grey. Yes. Are you finding a difference between being here in the US and how this book has been accepted elsewhere?
I've only really been here promoting it, so I've not done any other events in any other part of the planet. So
Yet.
Probably won't after this. So yeah, no, the reaction here has been, it went viral here before it went viral anywhere else. So the reaction here has been intense.
Intense and extraordinary. And you've been on every major news and entertainment outlet. It is impossible to turn on the TV.
I'm sorry about that.
We like it. That's why you're here. It's impossible to turn on the TV without hearing about Christian Grey. And, so you've undoubtedly been asked every question at the moment. But is there something that reporters and journalists haven't asked you yet that you really wish they would ask you?
When are you going home?
Erica, when are you going home?
And I'm going home on Saturday. Get some sleep.
But what, I guess the real question here is, what do you really want your fans, your friends, the new people in your life to know about you that they're not necessarily getting from a few minute, 2020 clip?
Well, I don't really want to. I'm very boring, very dull, and just very ordinary, and I just did not expect this. I'm going to go home, I'm going to do my laundry, I'm going to shout at my children, I'm going to have a row with my husband,
How do you think your family, without giving any details about the family away, are going to react to this upon your return?
Oh, you're back. What did you get me in New York? That's what I will get. And today I bought a hat. I bought a little hat for my son because he likes to dress up my eldest son, and I bought a beanie for my little boy.
See,
so far.
No matter where you are, no matter where you go, even as a best-selling author, it's still, you're back, what'd you bring me? And I think I need to ask the question that really everyone wants to know. What is on tap next for you?
Hopefully about 4 weeks of sleep. Not necessarily on my own, I don't know what I'm going to do next. I've got several ideas. I'd like a holiday, and maybe get my kitchen done, which we've been talking about, and after that I don't know.
Christian Grey book, all about If any of you didn't hear that, I'm presuming the question was, will you write a book from Christian's perspective?
Never say never.
So, Erica, I want inspired so many people, and not just writers, but people whose relationships may have been lacking, and you've inspired them. Who inspires you?
Well, I was inspired by Stephanie Meyer, for one. I'm inspired by my husband. I'm inspired by things I see around Europe, Bluray, small children. Who inspires me? I get inspiration from all over the place. All over the place. People just drop words into a conversation and you just think, and you just fly. In fact, we're staying at a hotel, and they have it's a very old hotel, and they have a sealed off post office box that you can post letters to. And Val, who I'm staying with, my agent, said, oh, isn't that amazing? There must have been letters there, they're sealed. And I said, yeah, wouldn't it be amazing if when they sealed it off, they found a letter that had been stuck up there from many, many years ago. So you just, in your mind just started racing with that, that sort of thing. Just conversation all the time.
And your projects for the future, potentially, will they have the same? Will they have the same erotic component?
Some may. It depends on the story and the characters, you know.
Well, I have to say, you happen to write some really hot sex. You do, and I mean, I'm going to ask the question that you've been asked before, but it's a new audience. I mean, how does one collect research for such
you have a real husband. You have an imagination, and you have the internet. That's sort of we've had a lot of fun researching these books.
And should we ever collect your computer, we will find.
My computer's out of house. In fact, I was having because I've been doing a lot of signing, I was having a massage in somewhere in New York. And I suddenly thought, shit, I left my computer out in my room. So I was going to find it. Terrified. So as soon as I finished my massage, I was back in my hotel. It was fine, it was still there. And now it has a password on it, so that's good. So nobody gets missing. It's safe.
What is the biggest compliment you've gotten about the 50 Shades of Grey trilogy, aside from the 50 Shades of Grey babies that are going to show up like 8 months from now, all with the name Christian Grey?
I've had so many. You know, it's the reader response has been extraordinary. I've got about 1,800 unread emails, so I'm sorry about that. Just people saying thank you. I think for me the most extraordinary thing is people saying, I haven't read a book for 5, 10, 15, 20. I've never read a book, and I've read your books in 3 weeks, or 3 days, or in a week, 3 of them, and that to me is just extraordinary.
It is. I have to say, I read all 3 in 48 hours. My husband was very happy. So where do you think the story goes next for you and for these characters? Before we close, I mean, is there some end to the story? Is there a conclusion, or are we going to just...
I thought I had finished it. We're gonna try and make a movie that's gonna be good.
I think that is really quite an extraordinary place to end this journey here for the night. You have inspired so many of us. You have changed the way we see ourselves, the way we see women's sexuality, the way we can change the public discourse and really, you know, acknowledge that we are all sexual beings, regardless of what we do and who we do it with. And I think it's about damn time, so